his whole race could have gone away right here.
Yeah, very easily could have. Joe Logano gets a little bit loose into the left rear quarter. He'd be able to save it, though.
And as close as that one was, he had another one later in the race that was a real big save right here. Carl Edwards gets his left rear, and he goes for a ride. I'll tell you, that was a great save by Jimmie Johnson.
Just past the midway point of the race for that one. Jimmie recovers to finish third. He's our Goodyear Superior Performer today. Look at those hands. That's performing behind the wheel. And a big championship lead heading to the finale for Jimmie Johnson. Jamie.
After that moment with the 99, you got shuffled back to 26. Jimmie, you were tested today. How are you able to stay calm, not give up, and fight back to finish third today?
Well, I knew I had a great race car, and that makes life a lot easier. I really got to fall back on my dirt driving skills, racing in the desert out here all the years that I did, and both of those instances were close. You know, the second one in turn one, I thought it was hitting the walls. So glad that we got it gathered up and got back going. And then you know, the 20 wasn't having the best days, so after that round, after that issue, we came to pit road and left, and I expected him to be well ahead of me, and he was behind me. So at that point, I knew I was in good shape relative to the championship battle. I knew I had a good car, and I could get through traffic, and it was just about trying to get points on him at that point.
And you did so today. Jimmie Johnson goes into the final race with 28 points over the guy who's standing by with Dave.
That is Matt Kenseth, and a couple of smiles down here just because Matt is trying to keep it light, just like Jason Ratcliffe did when there was a bad pit stop in the middle of the race. Matt, it was a confusing day. Describe how you're feeling right now, 28 points behind going into Homestead.
Well, a couple things. I mean, I'm disappointed, obviously. I mean, the way our season's gone and kind of being in the championship hunt, you know, we hope to kind of go down to Homestead and race for it on performance. So, you know, on the other hand, I'm extremely happy. I'm really, really proud of my team. There's not a car out here I would be driving, and it's a special group of guys. We've had just an amazing, incredible season, and we still got 1 week left. So, really thankful for putting me in the car and for all our partners, Dollar General, Home Depot, and everybody to give me this opportunity. So, man, it's been a great season. We still got a week to go. Hopefully, go to Homestead and go down there and contend for a win.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
Unofficially 23rd today, Matt Kenseth.
And it'll be 23rd or better for Jimmie Johnson if Matt Kenseth gets max points, leads the most laps and wins next Sunday down in South Florida. Jimmie's got to be 23rd or better to claim that six-pack of championship rings. Next Sunday, South Florida. Join us at the racetrack. The weather's going to be great. Now, as the sun begins to drift a little lower in the sky here in Phoenix, there'll be a lot more to talk about in the aftermath of today's race. Todd Grisham and our buddy Ricky Craven will give you the complete wrap-up tonight at 10 Eastern on ESPN2. Plus, a look ahead to Homestead, where NASCAR will crown the champs in all three of its national series. NASCAR Now, presented by 5 Hour Energy, tonight on ESPN2. Carl Edwards leading the race, coming to the white flag, but he ran out of gas. Doc?
Talk about disappointment. Carl Edwards, I heard Jimmy Finnick tell you during the yellow, save fuel, save fuel, save fuel. Then I heard him say, watch your gauges. Did you know it was that close?
I didn't know it was that close. I think if I would have I tried to save a couple of laps, and 29 he was catching me. And I don't know if I could have saved 2 laps in hindsight, but man, we did not think we were going to run out of fuel. We had an awesome race car. Jimmy's strategy was perfect. We just need a little bit more fuel. These Fords get such good fuel mileage. That's the first time I've run out in a long time. So we just want to get that win for fast and all. This place has been so good to us, and the guys have built such great cars after last week's disappointment. We needed that win, but just a heck of a race. Man, I wish I had to do over again. I'd like to try to save some fuel and try to keep them behind me, but it's done now.
1 lap short, and Carl Edwards finishes 21st.
Well, a twisted plot at the finish of this one, and the day-long struggles of Matt Kenseth wound up with a championship picture after 9 races in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup, looking like that.
Yeah, certainly we expected it to be a lot closer, but as we see, Andy, I'm going to steal a line here. We saw Matt Kenseth have a hard time running 23rd today, so it's not like it's easy to do.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmie only has to finish 23rd next week, but sometimes it can be harder than you think, and Matt Kenseth found it that way today.
So after looking like running out of fuel, coming to his last pit stop cost Kevin Harvick a chance for the win. Fate and fortune had other ideas, as the guy he was chasing for the lead ran out of fuel, coming, more importantly, to the checkered flag. And Kevin winds up in victory lane, scoring the 200th NASCAR win, according to the banner, for Richard Childress Racing, as RC celebrates in the winner's circle with his team. And next weekend, it's on to the Ford Championship Weekend to crown the champs in the Nationwide and Sprint Cup Series. Saturday, the Ford EcoBoost 300 at 4 Eastern on ESPN. And Sunday, round 10 the chase, the Ford EcoBoost 400 at 1 Eastern on ESPN. Sports Center is next, presented by Verizon. Carl Edwards left to push his car back to the garage area out of fuel, while Kevin Harvick celebrates in victory lane.
This episode of Sports